Hello and welcome, my Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Welcome to your timeless 5-card draw spell kit reading. I am your reader, Markangelo Lyons. Mal for short. They're my initials. I'm not bad. It's just spelled that way. I am a professional witch, a professional intuitive, and the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. I am the author of Words of Grace from a professional witch and the author of Spell Ingredients from a professional witch. Words of Grace is available on Kindle, and there is a link in the description box. If you click it, you can preview it for free. But the original non-Kindle version of Words of Grace, as well as the only place where you can find spell ingredients on the internet at the time of this timeless recording, would be on patreon.com/drawing the circle. It's available in our digital store, along with some other supportive audio content, prayers, meditations, and stuff like that. Some of my subscribers on Patreon get the audios and the books as part of their benefit package, but all of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common: a daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link pretty much every single morning. I didn't this morning. I'm dealing with a head cold. And they also get all the part 2s to the part 1s, the extended readings. They get all of those, as well as they get an extensive discount when it comes to private sessions, booking me for private sessions. We'll talk about that at the end of the video if you want to hang out for that. Between the digital store and the daily check-ins, which are my favorite things, we get to chat with each other pretty much every single morning. I'm so happy to be on Patreon. It has really shifted my career, where I'm not just putting out digital content, I'm creating a community, and it's lovely having a field day over there. So if you feel so drawn, if you feel so called, click the link. It's in the description box, and look at the menu of what we got going on Patreon, because you can follow us for free. I'm putting out lots of public content just for the free followers. Like I said, you can shop in our store without being a subscriber. You can even check us out, a 7-day free trial as Seeker or Human, our first 2 levels of subscription, for a week. But everyone who's done that has stayed for at least a month to get the discount, because there is a Patreon discount for private sessions. So yeah, click the link, check it out. Come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lions, Markangelo Lyons. But you could just call me Mal. Hi. Yay. I'm in the new house. I'm in the new studio up in Saratoga Springs. The move was a bit much, but you know, we're processing still. Now that my nervous system has relaxed a little bit, great. All the stress that was being trapped so I could survive it is coming up. Yay. So let's do a little explanation for the new Scorpios and crosswatchers who are watching, because things have changed. These used to be called the 5-card draw beautiful, beautiful, what do I need reads, right? Plant a seed at the new moon, help it grow to full moon. Those were timed reads, but because my schedule has changed, I'm now doing readings in Saratoga Springs at the magic moon 3 days a week. My guides that just make them timeless. The rest of them that we did already might be timeless. I don't know. Go check it out. Let me know. But this is a 5-card draw for the newbies. 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints to put together, if you like, a spell kit with the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. 1 card each to help you manifest your heart's desire. By water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity, because as one of us even comes close to manifesting our heart's desires, we all move forward. So you can imagine what happens when one of us, any individual, manifests their heart's desire. The wheel turns, the spiral moves, we're all moving upward, because our higher selves assigned us our heart's desires, and some of them, we've had them every single lifetime, right? And we can ignore them, we can pretend they're not there, and they will just torture us. It's fine, because they are part of a much larger plan, part of our mission, whatever you want to call it. So that's why I do these reads, and why I write down mine for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, because, you know, I want to manifest my heart's desire, so I might not have to reincarnate in this level of the illusion of separation ever again. That's really my prime directive. Don't have to come back, right? Maybe the 5th dimensional Earth, we'll see. So it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs and cross crosswatchers, here is an opportunity for you to get some sympathy, empathy, understanding, and insight for the Scorpio you are crosswatching for, as well as maybe help them manifest their heart's desire, right? Maybe with the Crystal Oracle, or the Archangel Fire Oracle, or the Whisper of Love, or the Healing Mantra. But we're going to start with the Magical Spell card, because if they're going to manifest their heart's desire and it involves you, well, you would benefit from that as well. A little support goes a long way. So that's enough of the explanation. Let's get into the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath gently, if you will. And I will do my best to help anybody manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity, because there is only one spirit. There is only one of us incarnate. Yeah, I know. Quantum, montum, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. The shift from explanation to divination repeatedly happens in the still point, so play along if you like. Ready? Let's do this. Please, take a nice deep breath. Oh, still point. Ancestral override. Place for everything. And everything in its place, put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. I call upon the beloved ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. What is the spell fragment from the magical spell cards to represent the element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, or perhaps at what might be required for this timeless spell kit read? Ooh, the best possible decision. Oh, the spell fragment. Oh, Artemis. So you've got the virgin huntress of the moon here working with you. Definitely the sign of Cancer vibe there, which is a trine to Scorpio. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. Not perfect rhyming couplet, but, futz with it. All right. So to be shown, what's interesting about that, the first grace in my book, Words of Grace, and the last grace that I write about is the grace of humility. What I call the maiden grace, right? She is a maiden or a virgin goddess. Doesn't mean she didn't have her fun, just means she never married, untouched. The original meaning, like virgin olive oil, right? Hopefully there was no sex involved before they bottled it, right? So it's asking, help me see what must be known, right? And because she's a lunar goddess, it's definitely more of an intuitive process than purely intellectual, more feminine energy than masculine. So, you don't want to work with Artemis, fill in the blank, right? The divine said to me when I was a teenager, look, one light, infinite lenses, change them up as you go. It's all a video game, more or less. So, let's ground that with the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the stone indicated, wonderful opportunity to integrate it into your spell work. But anything physical, tangible will do. I use the same 4 rings for my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign every single time I do these kind of reads. So this deck is consecrated to Archangel Ariel, my personal archangel. So let's see what she's got to say for the element of earth. Please take a nice deep breath. Ariel override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Archangel Ariel, Archangel of nature, earth, wind, and fire, Archangel of wealth, and Archangel of lions, please, beloved Archangel Ariel, what is your kind, loving, wise, empowered oracle message for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers to manifest their heart's desire by the element of earth, to fuel and ground that heart's desire, which either is or does require the best possible decision. Moonstone. So we're definitely in a lunar vibe here. Now look, moonstone's not hard to find. It shouldn't break the bank, depending on the cut, color, and quality, and all of that. You certainly use selenite. Everybody's on a selenite jag right now. Makes sense. Lines all the chakras and all of that. But this is definitely about goddess energy, one would think. So let me read you just a little bit from the bookie book. Moonstone. Okay, yeah, this is very feminine energy. The keywords: fertility, reflection, intuition, imagination, goddess energy, and amplified feelings. Okay, you're a water sign for starters. So working in training yourself, for example, with the cycles of the moon, and then it changes, signs every couple of days, goes void of course. It can be a wild ride, but it is a cycle, right? Waxing and waning and all of that. So of course our feelings get amplified, particularly if you're an empath, because you might be sucking in everybody else's vibe, thinking it's all you, taking it personally, not dealing with it, and into the cell tissue it goes, right? So this amplification is usually about a healing. So during the appearance of the next full moon, your emotions and fears will be amplified, and you will at times think you are going crazy. However, keep your calm, for this condition will only last a few days. This totally sounds like, I wouldn't say a lunar warning, but a thing of saying that this is the necessary stuff that needs to be faced and felt for you to love it as it leaves, right? To make the best possible decision. So you're coming more from a loving place than a fearful place, gold or lead, blah, blah, blah. There is, whoops, I just jumped. During this time, you will find yourself reflecting on your life, both past and present. You will gain deep insights as to the nature of true happiness and begin to reassess your priorities. And we always have to reassess our priorities, right? YouTube videos, perfect example. I'm doing readings 3 days a week. I'm booking clients. I'm having a great time at the Magic Moon. I think we're all having a great time at the Magic Moon. It's a lovely place. But, that means so other priorities have to shift. Like my cats and the house is still not even completely put together, right? So we always got to juggle those up. And I'm a Virgo, believe me, I know, priorities. After the full moon, a fertile period in your life begins, full of many exciting challenges and changes. Many new and rewarding friendships will be formed as you embark on new and creative ventures. Excellent. This is all the result of the reflective light of the moon, so give thanks to her for her wisdom. Embrace the blessings coming your way. Now, when these used to be the 5-card draws, we would be headed towards a full moon, the beautiful, beautiful timed reads. So, location on that one. But like I said, moonstone ain't hard to find, and really you can use anything. Anything silver even would work, right? So, for our element of air, we're using the Archangel Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wenman, Findhorn Press. Everyone has access to archangels. I just happen to know mine because it's written in my name. I'm like, oh, if you say my name fast, Markangel of Lions sounds like I'm Markangel of Lions. And I looked it up and it's Ariel, and yikes. So yeah, the Archangel of Lions, Markangel of Lions, but you got to call on them. Archangels are always watching, but they won't intervene. They won't violate our boundaries, right? So we have to ask them to come in, and certainly element of air, mind, meditation, prayer, whatever you want to call it. Let's see who's here to help. At your invitation, please take a nice deep breath. Archangels override. A place for everything and everything in its place, but all it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and the time to none, as we will it. So let it be done. Beloved pantheon of archangels, which one of you is waiting in the wings with your wings ready to zoom in and help the Scorpio collective, excuse me, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and their crosswatchers manifest their heart's desire, which either is or does require the best possible decision with that goddess energy, reflection, creativity, right, and amplified emotions with the element of air to stoke that fire and manifest their heart's desire for this timeless spell kit read. Camael. I'm pretty sure this is justice because I read this one a few days for Virgo. I am a Virgo. Virgo power, cross your legs. So Camael, justice, right? Now, many different levels of justice. Karmic justice, legal justice, what is just and fair in relationships, financially, and all of that. So I'm just going to read you a little bit of this, a little bit about who this archangel is, but then we'll jump to the message. So, Camael, C-A-M-A-E-L, by the way. His name means one who sees God, as this archangel is able to see through illusions and get to the truth of any matter. Gee, I don't know, for the best possible decision, help me see what must be known. This feels like X-ray vision time. Camael is known as the angel of justice, forgiveness, and empowerment. The message. You this is a question it starts with. Have you acted out of lack of integrity? Let he who is without sin cast the first stone, right? We all have. Are you taking full responsibility for your life? Probably you're going to say, to the best of my ability, if you're being honest, because that's a learning curve. That's a hero's journey. We're all learning that. To respond rather than react. Yeah. Reveal the true you, and you will see the loving nature of humankind. Does feel like there's some other people involved in this, maybe one person in particular. Again, it's a general read. So there's something here about justice and balance and authenticity and honor, right? So for you to take some time to reflect and feel and let those feelings come up. I am a student as well as a teacher of A Course in Miracles, have been for decades. Pure non-dualism is my spiritual core, all right? So, we all have our lessons. We all have our things to do while we're in this world. But there is no healing without truth. Right. And so every opportunity, every decision that we make is sort of in a holographic projection of a world called a video game. So there's always a higher truth. That's the thing, right? The truth is there's no place like Om, and then we cease to speak, right? So in terms of relationships with other people here, making the best decisions, we have so much conditioning. So to feel that stuff, to have those feelings come up and out is alchemy. And the shift from a thought system based to fear to a thought system based to love is called a miracle, according to the Course in Miracles. And they do rise from conviction. So if that conviction for justice is really there, say, all right, then I want a miracle for this. But understand, it starts within. Yeah, that's what's going to help you make the best possible decision as you reflect on this and see it from a higher place. Work. Element of water, your element. The Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield. The voices of the higher selves of all involved, and there are obviously other people involved here. Please take a nice deep breath. Even if it's just one other person. Still point. Place for everything, everything in its place. Oh, I forgot. The energy is so good. Still point. Higher selves override. And that feels worth it. Place for everything in its place. Ooh. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension above, eighth chakra above. What is the whisper of love? To represent the element of water, the love that is the divine power, the element of, energy in motion that we experience as emotion within a physical body to help the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers watching this video, receiving this reading with a piece of information, inspiration, and insight they need for the element of water to manifest their heart's desire, which either is or does require the best possible decision with that moonstone vibe, calling in Camael for justice in this timeless read. Take a chance on love. It's almost an ABBA song. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. But that might very well be loving yourself through this time of emotional Amplification. You don't have, well, you're a Scorpio. I don't have to tell a Scorpio that they don't need to post everything on Facebook because they usually don't, right? Keep it secret, keep it safe. But certainly to let yourself feel it. It is purification by water. It just is, right? That emotion. So to start there, right, before you go talking to anybody else or working things out or whatever, to make the best possible decision, imagine not evaporating the mist, but allowing that mist to condense, that air, right, into water. Be honest with what you're feeling. And with that moonstone, let it out. Love it. Take a chance on giving it the love that only you can give it to bring yourself into a more just and balanced place for yourself, right? He who sees God, well, God is love. So where you see this opportunity to love like never before, the actions you take as a result of this, however, is all in your free will. That's the free will we have in the game. We don't get to choose the options. We just get to choose between the options given in the game, just like a video game. Ready? Card of Spirit, the Matcon healing mantra to charge it up so you get a moonstone or something simple or similar. Cast the spell, call in Camail, and then take a chance on love, but start within. Water signs, really, start within. And charge it a little bit every day, or a lot of it every day with the healing mantra, because they do heal. They work if you work them. Please take a nice deep breath. I do go on. I love what I do. Head cold. Still point. Oh, Ascended Masters override. A place for everything and everything in its place, but all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all with heart and mind. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, what is the perfect healing mantra for the card of Spirit to help the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers watching this video, drawn to this reading? Charge up and manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity for this spell kit read. Honoring adversity. A fire reveals a path of new direction once the burning is complete. All right, I'm going to read that from the Bookie Book. So there is some adversity, there is some hardship going on, and I would say certainly, you know, you can't compare, right? Yes, I know there are tragedies going on all over the world all the time, right? Pretty much, right? And your next door neighbor might be really suffering something, and you can talk yourself out of your feelings and say, well, I don't have it like that. I should blah, blah, blah. No, that's not how we heal this world. We got to feel it and face it and love it as it goes. So even though we're talking very much element of water here, come on, Artemis, right? A water goddess, a moon goddess, moonstone, right? And even that taking a chance on love, absolutely element of water there. Then don't let the fire imagery fool you, because as we feel these emotions, they can burn. Personally, reckless vengeance, right? It's in me, it's in my DNA for thousands of years, both sides of my genetic lineage, right? Not to mention past life, schmass life, what I'm picking up from people around me, right? So just to honor it doesn't mean act on it, it means honor it. So this is a good one. So imagine you are in, I hate to say forest because forest fires freak me out because I'm a past life dryad, whatever, right? But I hate watching them, but I also understand they're part of a cycle. But if you think about that, right, you can't see your way through. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. So if the burning ain't complete, that means the transformation's not complete, right? You want that alchemy to go all the way. Well, do you want cake or do you want hot batter? Stop checking the oven, right? When adversity is honored, life is appreciated as oscillating cycles of deterioration and renewal. Eckhart Tolle said it in his book, Power of Now. All that rises falls. It's just how this world works. Deterioration is the natural process of new things becoming old, while renewal is the process of old things becoming new. As you learn to honor these two interconnected interconnected processes, just as naturally as the changing of the seasons, you're able to embrace adversity. It's not a punishment, but a gift of renewal birthed out of the ashes of erosion. It's the Phoenix card, and come on. You're Scorpios, that's your gig, right? The Death card, Scorpio, the Phoenix, and the Daughters of the Moon Tarot that I read. This mantra is ideal for processing unforeseen changes, overcoming superstitious beliefs, and that looks like this. Well, but if that happens, that will happen. But if I do that, that. None of it's in the heart. It's all coming from the head. And surrendering the ego. But the ego is, in a way, very, very innocent, right? It's just trying to survive. It's just trying to get its needs met. Just want to get what it wants. And then once it gets what it wants the next thing. That's the least evolved. That's like the most dormant part of our spirit and our soul is the ego. So it's not the enemy, but it's like a baby. It is the wounded child. It is all of the stories. But to honor your stories, to say, yeah, this is hard, right? So the mantra, a fire reveals a path of new direction once the burning is complete, is saying, so I don't know which way to go. Of course I don't know which way to go. Hence, your element of fire to make the best possible decision. You can chill a little bit for a fire, right? You can give yourself some space, some kindness, some love that nobody needs to know about. And I will say, from Matt Kahn's book, The Universe Always Has a Plan, the mantra that goes along with this one, it's a really, really good book. What was that one? Thank you for this gift when you're in hardship. Because according to universal law, you say that, the universe, by law, has to reveal the hidden gift, the gold within the lead, if you've watched some of my other alchemically based readings. So, we're going to put this together in a blessimation, a blessing and a summation, all at the same time, and then we'll talk about cool stuff if you want to hang out for it. Oh boy. Alka-Seltzer cold, pleasant cough. Please take a nice deep breath. Nothing wacky in it, just, acetaminophen and stuff. It's not the nighttime, it's the daytime. Never take yourself too seriously. Still point. Here we go. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and crosswatchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. May they be blessed with all that they need to manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, by honoring adversity in the spirit of unity, because a fire reveals a path of renewed direction for them once the burning is complete, and for them to take a chance on love regardless, loving themselves, loving everyone else who is involved, cutting some slack, getting that it's all a learning curve. Nobody crosses the T and dots the I perfectly every single time, because that's a really boring journey. Well, they call on Archangel Kamael for justice, for authenticity, for truth, so that things can come into a balance that is integrous and optimal for all involved, to the extent that they are willing to participate, working with that goddess energy, those amplified emotions, that fertility and that creativity, to ground this into physical form, not all thinky, feely, creaty, so that they can manifest their heart's desire, their lovely, powerful element of fire for the best possible decision once the burning is complete. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help them see what must be known for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. And you know what? What you see might be, oh my God, I totally had this wrong. I was thinking something that just was not just, it was not true, right? And that's what a lot of our adversity is. But when do you see that? After the burning is complete. Location. It's a hero's journey, right? If the hero knew, it wouldn't be much of a journey, right? You learn, you grow, you evolve. So whatever this decision is, you can make the best possible one, but you got to honor how you're feeling as you go, particularly as a water sign. So, if you liked the reading, if it helped, hit the thumbs up if you would. It just helps other Scorpios and crosswatchers find the reading. If you'd like to see more of me here on YouTube, certainly the best way to do that is to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I'm putting stuff out. And if you want the deeper dive, please just check out the menu. Come Patreon on Patreon. Going so much deeper there than I can here. These are general reads. We're having like Zoom recorded workshops for different levels of subscription. The witch archetype, the whole, I mean, we're still halfway through that. It's so amazing. And I'm going to be doing stuff for angels, and just I'm moving forward, particularly now that I'm in my new home. So many possibilities are open for me. So if you want some behind the scenes info, subscribe. And I'm even sending that to some of our followers too. You can follow us for free. You can shop in the digital store for free. And certainly you can have a 7-day free trial if you wanted to bateau for 7 days as seeker or human. It's all in the link. Click it in the description box and come Patreon on Patreon. Because they also get an extensive discount. We have had plenty of people subscribe for a month as a seeker for $3 USD in order to get the discount. Video call, in person, whatever, it's fine. That's why it is that way, right? So if you'd like to book me for one of them, their private sessions, there is also a link in the description box to a video here on YouTube called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. Explains everything, what I charge, how to set it up, what my ethics and boundaries are, that I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. Where there's a witch, there's a way. I'm a witch, there's a way. So we can work it out. We can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short, and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friends. Particularly in terms of helping people evolve, helping people heal. That's what I'm here to do. I am a Virgo, and I have so many Scorpios in my life. So I'm always glad to serve them, and I keep confidence. You tell me something, I will take it to the grave. Seriously. So, click the link. Book me if you like. And most importantly, though, this is a challenging read. And the spell to make the best decision, once you've got this one under your belt, remember, you can lock it into a piece of jewelry and just use it when you need it. What's the best possible decision? Coffee, tea, or milk? Those are choices, right? But, quit my career and move to another country or hunker down where I am. All of it is oscillating cycles right now of erosion and renewal. So hang in there. I believe in you, Scorpio. You have the power to do this, but calling on an archangel could be really, really helpful. Give it a shot. Wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed of the rest of all of this. Hang in there. You got this. Heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.